everybody. My name is Cindy and this is
Emma.
And we are with Nana Sews and More. Today we decided that we're going to make a shark tail for a little boy or girls, it doesn't matter, and their little toy. Might want to put a little bear or dolly or who knows. They could even put their little truck in there, I guess. But Emma and I are going to be working on that today. Can you turn my machine on, please? Let me just, I'm going to share this page with one person. And we have been keeping up on April and waiting for April to have her baby. And hopefully it won't happen while we're doing the live show. So let me see. Let me have to refresh my page here. Want to text her? Okay. So there we go. Let me hold on one second. I'm gonna share this with somebody. Share. Let's see. Sorry, I'm out of. Because wait, my computer's turning me here. Here we go. Now this looks better. This is actually a very easy thing to make. I've done the mermaid ones.
We're gonna do one day on here.
Yeah, we'll do that one day also. This pattern is a free pattern. Okay, this pattern is a free pattern. I will put a link to the post. It's with Mermaid.
Hi, Mommy.
The website is Made for Mermaids, and this is a free pattern, but let me tell you, you need to check out all her other patterns. They're PDFs. You print out your things and then you tape them together and cut them out and make your stuff. I've made several of her patterns and I absolutely love them. So we're going to get started. I've already pre-cut everything out just for time's sake, but to give you an idea of what a PDF looks like, you know, you can see that it's printed on the printer and how I taped it together, and then I cut around the appropriate lines. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start out making the smaller one first for the
toys.
For the little baby toy. Let me see, I lost my tutorial. There it is. Why does that keep popping up? Okay. So you want to cut everything out. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this part, and then Emma will take over and do all the straight sewing. But this is not straight sewing, so I want to join this. I'm going to sew this. And this is so super adorable.
Take this over here to here. Take it so that you can see the sewing machine.
I'll move that when we get a start. I made this for all of my granddaughters, all 4 of them, and I made them a mermaid tail. And my poor little grandson, I think would like to have one of his own, but I think he would like the shark tail better.
Hi, Aunt Sandy.
Hello. So there are, why don't you turn it towards me? Just that part, yeah.
Like that?
I'm going to be in the screen for a few minutes, so stay right there, but tilt it up some. Oh, that's perfect. There are actually some of the pattern, there are some pieces that they just tell you the dimensions of what to cut. And here we have the upper part, the part that goes around the top, and these are the little teeth here that I have cut out. And I'm going to sew them on. But I forgot to change my thread. I need to put some, well, actually I don't even have thread in here.
Can I put it around this thing this time again?
I think I'll just get it right now, for right now. And like I said, this is fairly easy to do. And Emma is going to, after I get done this part, Emma is going to take over sewing. But this takes just a tiny bit longer to do and a little bit more concentration. Not that I don't think she can do it, but at the speed she would have to do it at, and being a live show, I think I need to do it. And I don't think there's any right or wrong side to this. So let me tilt you down a little bit here so you can see what we're doing.
There are two different sides. This one's more straight and this one's fluffy.
Yeah, let's put the fluffy side out. I want it to be fluffy.
See, so
how about the red? Does the red look the same on both sides, right?
No, this one, and they feel kind of different. This feels more fluffier than this side. Okay,
well, we want to go with the fluffy side up. So you can see how I laid this on here.
I'm fixing it so that the fluffy side.
They're in the, you can see how we laid this on here, and now we're going to sew just in the zigzag here. So let me.
I fixed this one so that the fluffy sides were out.
Let me get started. I'm trying to figure out which side I wanted to start. And I want to, whoops, I thread my needle first.
That's a good idea.
I have an automatic needle threader. Wonderful. I would never want to be without it again. And on most of your machines, you can move your needle. So I'm going to move my needle all the way over. And you just do that by adjusting the width. So I took it as far over as it can go because I want to sew fairly close to the edge. Let me get started. Where's my, oh, here's my, tends to move around on me a lot. I'm wondering if that's just, there we go. I might want to take my stitch length up just a little bit. Get to the top, I'm going to stop and turn. And go back down this side. And this is all made out of flannel. Some nice soft flannel material. Of course, winter's almost over, but you know, when you're in the house with the air conditioner on, you still want to sometimes curl up under a blanket. And I think I need to come in a little bit more. I think I'm just a little bit too close to the edge. Well, hello, Aunt Flarney. We have.
Hello.
Now, don't forget to share our page so we can get up there. And we're going to be offering a, I won't this turn. When we reach 50, a free wreath for the door. Hoping to be a spring wreath. I don't want it to become a summer. I'd like it, you know, to get our likes up there and those following the page so we can make it a spring wreath. And as you can see, I'm you know, sewing it straight. I hope you can see it okay. And when I get down to the edge about where I think it is, I pick up my presser foot, I turn it, put the pressure foot back down, sew to the tip, lift my pressure foot again, and turn it. My needle was pushing it down a little too far, so I just turned the needle up just a touch. And I'm going back down again.
Over to here. Push and face it down.
It's okay. So let me see. Let's go back up again. It was such a nice day out temperature-wise, but it was cloudy all day. And it looks a little bit like the sun might be trying to, well, I think it's out a little bit, maybe a partial. And don't forget, you can watch this, if you don't have time to watch it now, you can come back later and watch it. Then you can fast forward through any parts that you think are boring or you might even know how to do. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, so now you can see how nicely these are all sewed on there. That's our little teeth. And eventually this is going to get folded over for the top band.
Don't you have to sew right here too?
No, that'll get sewed later. So we don't have to sew along the bottom. We're just sewing at the zigzag part.
Looks cool on this side.
Looks cool on that side. Do we have the fuzzy side up?
Yes, I already did that.
Okay, you did that for me? All right.
Fuzzy side up on both of them.
All right, now we're going to go back to this one. And no, lay down. Sorry. I heard a bang outside, so did I. Might have to shut the front door. Can you go shut the front door? Thank you. Princess. No. No. Got stuck down in there a little bit. Oh no. There we go. Because I don't want that to... There we go. A little bit too close to the edge, I guess. What little boy wouldn't love having a little fishtail blanket? Okay. And this is very, very quick to make, like I said earlier. And if you go to Made for Mermaids, she even has a tutorial as well as a video to see how to do this, if maybe mine isn't as nice as hers. But like I said, I have made several of her other patterns, and I love them. I made there's a high-low dress that I made look, and some of hers are like little costumes, like the princess costumes. But you can wear them every day. And I took one of their dresses, her dresses, and I made, I didn't make an actual Little Mermaid dress, but I made a mermaid dress that was a high-low. It was high in the front and low in the back, and I made it into the colors for Ariel. So the bottom half was like a green, some different color swirls in it. And it came out really, really nice. And PDFs are not hard to do at all. It's just a matter of printing them out. Sometimes you can go and have them print it for you if you don't have access to a printer, or maybe you don't have the ink or paper. I don't know cost-wise which is cheaper, because I just soon print it at home. And if you think it's something you'll be doing often, you can always pick up an inexpensive printer that just prints black and white. Some of them do print in layers, and that's, you would want color at that point, because the lines are by color. I can't remember if hers does that or not. Alright, in just a second Emma's going to hop into my seat, and she is going to take over for this part.
Right here, you didn't get the white, you just got the red.
Oh, did I?
And right here in that big spot.
Okay, let me fix those real quick. Alright, she found out two little spots that I messed up
I'll
with.
look on this one too.
Where was it? Here and here. But I got it everywhere else, right?
Yeah, you got it everywhere else.
Okay.
Got it right in those two spots.
So you can see right here, I got so close to the edge, I missed a little bit of it. So I'm just going to go back over it and catch it. It's not the end of the world. Guess I could have have came in a little bit more.
You missed them right here too.
Oh my.
But this was the only one on this one.
Okay. It probably comes from looking up and talking. That's probably what's made me do that. Instead of...
This one you almost did it.
Did I? Okay.
But only on this one.
And then I'll go back and cut these strings in a few minutes.
So on the last one, on the outside.
There we go. A little bit more. Okay. Where's my little scissors? Do you see them?
No.
I might not have them down here or up here. Sorry I didn't really get on last week. My schedule last week was just, it was a very busy week, and we kept trying and trying, didn't we, but it was every day. By the time I got done doing everything I had to do, it was late, and it was just too late. Okay, so there they are. Whichever way you want to look at it. And like I said, this is going to get folded over like this. So the red's the inside of the mouth, and there are the teeth on the outside. So Emma, if you want to come on and hop on over here, trade places. And I'll let Emma know what she needs to do. Oh, yeah, she's got to move the pedal. And you notice that I didn't even pin. I'm not a pinner.
I have that.
Yeah, Emma needs pins. I personally do not need any pins.
I have to sit like this. I put the pedal on the side.
Okay, you sit however you need to sit.
So that I'm higher up.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me cut these strings. See, I'm just going in and cutting the strings here. Okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put these pieces together. You poor table, I was leaning on it.
Oh,
thought I was going to go sliding.
Sorry.
So how is that Florida weather doing? Other than rainy this morning, it really was not that bad. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take these two pieces. We're going to make sure both teeth are together like that.
And then flip it over.
And then we're going to sew these down both sides.
Only the sides, right?
Yeah, only the sides. Do not sew anything else.
I pulled the thread back.
Okay, good girl. Now it's going to be kind of thick, so you let me know. Well, you're only going to sew the sides anyway, but it is going to start out thickish. And then get a little bit thinner. Let me see if they tell me. I didn't look for my seam allowance, which she calls for.
Why are you on step 2?
I already did step 1.
Oh, what was step 1?
Well, this is step 2. I'm going back, Emma, and I'm looking for to see if she tells what. She doesn't say seam allowance. All right, here we go. 1/2 inch seam allowance. You could serge if you wanted to serge, but it's not necessary. Let me turn you back over here to Emma. Start on the thinner side, and let me reset the. And 1/2 inch is probably, run it right along here. You can take that pin out. Yeah.
So run it right
along the edge, and I want you to pay attention. Bring it back some more.
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
I have to do this.
And then make sure you
go forward, then backwards.
Go all the way back and come all the way forward. Okay.
I can't go that fast.
Okay, slow it down. My machine has adjustable speed, which is perfect for a young person to sew on it. good job. You're doing a really good job. And then when you get done that, you're going to switch over to the other side.
Did pretty straight.
Yeah, you did a good job. Okay. So our next step would be so when she gets done that, next we're going to be sewing our fin. And I'll pin that for you, okay? What's the matter?
I forgot to put the thing back. Pull the thread back.
Oh, it's not a big deal. I'll just trim it.
Okay.
Wait a minute, one side's fuzzier than the other.
Is it?
Yep. On the fins, yeah. I'm going to show everybody what you've done, how it looks. And here are the scissors. Go ahead and cut your strings.
All the strings.
Okay. So now we have our two pieces of fins together, and we're going to leave this big bottom part open. So Emma, what I recommend for you, here, let me have the strings.
This is pulling out right there.
It's okay, because we're going to be sewing there in a second anyway. I need a little thing. Oh, I got something to make on here.
Well, then do you want to finish cutting the string then?
Yeah, I'll finish cutting the strings. What you want to do, and this is what I would recommend for others, sew around and just come off.
Hold on. Hold on.
Sorry. You want to, I would just sew around to make it easier instead of trying to stop and turn. So for her, I'm going to have her sew off and then start up here and sew down. I don't want to start at the point because it'll probably get lost down inside.
Okay. So go like this, stop, and then go like this.
Yeah, turn it over.
Okay. Oh, turn it this way?
Yeah, sew the one side first and then we'll go back and...
Does it matter which side I start on? Does it matter which side?
No.
Okay. Well, you said turn it over.
Oh,
so.
sorry, I didn't see what you're doing. Okay, well then here is her piece done. And I'm going to turn it this way. There's our teeth. Rawr.
And sew right along the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Pins.
So basically we're only sewing along the curve. So what she's doing is on the inside of this, I'm flattening my seam out, and then I'm going to fold it like this. Again, open up my seam, flatten it.
I forgot to do the...
Okay.
Right here.
You can go back when you're done.
Okay.
And then there we go. We have our band ready to go when the time comes. Oh, I have two fins, but I only needed one, right? Yep, I have an extra fin. Okay, that's okay. We might be able to use that for something else, another project, or make another one of these. So while she's sewing that, I want to show you this.
So just go back and do the knot.
Mm-hmm. So while she's doing that, you cut out your, basically a rectangle of whatever size dimensions the pattern calls for. And then you have this little piece here that they give you. And you want to fold it in half. Make sure everything's all lined up nicely. And then you're going to take this little piece right here and lay it like this. Of course, if you want to, you could pin it.
How's that? Isn't that a little bit too far?
It's okay. You could pin it. I'm not. I'm just going to hold on to it nicely. It's just a lot of layers to go through. You're going to take your rotary cutter or scissors, but my good scissors are downstairs. And you are going to cut that piece off. So I will need to come in with these scissors and just kind of come in here like this. I did this wrong. I did it upside down. It should have been this way.
There's not enough material left.
Yeah, I have some downstairs. Okay, while she's sewing that, I'll be right back.
I'm pretty much done.
Okay. Well, you can talk to them and trim it up and we'll turn it inside out and all that. Cut your strings off.
I know. So this is what it looks like when you're done sewing it. Now I'm going to trim the... How does it look, Nana? Other than
It looks good.
The strings cut.
Yep,
yet.
just get your strings cut. So, real life. Everybody makes mistakes. Can't believe I did that. Well, I happened to bring my good scissors up, so... Let me just cut this piece off. And I will make something with this at a later time. I'll turn it into something. I almost see something. I think I see a dolly dress. Maybe come a doll dress. Okay. So we'll cut out an we'll cut out a new piece.
Alright, so flip it inside out? Or
well, I'm going to trim it up a little bit.
What do you mean trim it? Oh, so that this is even?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. Like, this right here. See how fat that edge is? I'm just going to kind of come in and
since that side was
cut it closer.
The other side wasn't.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a big seam allowance. But this is one of those things where it's okay. It's not... You don't need perfectness.
Perfection. It doesn't need to have a whole bunch of perfection.
Nope. Can you turn that inside out while I quickly...
Or right side out, technically.
Yeah. While I cut another one of these. And not make that mistake again. Let me put my corner back. No, I went on that one.
This is
This
done.
one. Okay.
That was kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's so tiny. It looks like a boot, kind of.
Oh, it does.
Doesn't exactly look like a fin.
And I'll pay a little bit more attention this time. It's been a little while since I made those mermaid tails. But yeah, it does. It almost looks like a little baby, or like a kimono. So I'll probably sew that up and the kids will have a cute little dress for their dolls. Now where'd that piece go? Here it is. Flat side should go with the flat part. That I do know. So you want to cut that off, and the reason that you want to do that, you see that? So your bottom, just like a fish, comes down. So what we need to do now, you kind of want to get your, be careful if you use scissors doing this. Get your point out a little bit.
I got the point out.
You did a really good job, actually. And kind of, we want to lay this on here, but we only want to lay it on one piece. So let's figure out which side's the right. I think this is the inside. I mean
This one feels like the outside because this one feels softer.
Yeah.
Or would the softer go on the inside so that you can feel it when you're inside of it?
Yeah.
Alright, so then this would be the side for the outside.
Okay. So we want to put it right about, we're down near towards the bottom, almost middle-ish for this baby one. And then, how do you think we need to base that, or do you think you could just sew right over that?
I think I can sew right over it.
See,
as long as there's pins in it, I can do it.
You know what? I think I'm going to do this because the way that it bumps up. You can sew this side, but I'm going to sew this side. And the same thing, we're going to have our 1/2 inch seam allowance. Let me get it all pinned up.
I think that I could do it.
You think that you could do it? Okay, well, we'll let you.
If I can't do it, then do it.
Okay, I'll give you a try. You can give it a try. Okay, so we only want to sew both sides. And
only
try
the sides, right?
Only the sides. But really pay attention to your to your length here.
Okay.
Okay.
So go.
You're starting to okay. But you need to come towards you. There you go.
Okay. And do my knot. Sure my strings are pulled back this time.
All right, let me turn you towards her. While she's doing that, I'm going to open up my fins at the bottom, the tail. You coming up on that heavy piece?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead. Oh, you're up on it. You did it. Good job.
Yeah, I got on it. See, I told you I could do it.
Yeah, I should have known.
Pin.
I'll take it because I need to put a pin here anyway. Okay. Hi, Candy. So if you just joined us, we are making a fishtail blanket or sack.
No.
But right now we're doing the a version for like a little dolly or stuffed animal, or I could see a little boy putting a little truck or something in it.
I know exactly what Liam's going to put in his.
What's he going to put in his?
His little gecko.
Yeah, gecko can go. Turn it the other way. You always sew with your stuff on that side.
Like this?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Here's your pins. And we've already sewed the piece for around the top, his little teeth and the mouth. This is the band goes around the top. And now we did a fin, and she's sewing up the body of it right now. And we're actually making the doll version right now, and then we'll make the bigger version later. It's the same exact steps and process and everything.
It's hard to see them because they're on the other side.
Yeah. Go off the edge. You need to go off the edge. You're not going off the edge, so you didn't go off the edge right there.
Oh, I didn't know that you had to go off the edge.
You should. That's good.
So do you want me to go back over here and go off the edge?
Probably. Because it's a little bit more than our seam allowance.
What? What do you mean it's a little bit?
Then when we join the thing at the bottom. Now she's going to do the tail, and we're going to sew all the way around. We're going to leave this upper part open. No, you don't have to sew the whole thing all over again. Just go down there and start.
I don't know what I was doing.
You see your seam line and make sure it matches up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
No, next time I have to sew off of it, tell me.
Yeah. All of them, you should always go to the very end.
Okay.
So while she's doing that, I'm going to cut the strings and turn this inside out.
So how am I going to sew this one?
Sew all the way down, and you can come off.
And then come off. And then
then you can just come on and sew around.
And then stop.
We're leaving this open.
Although instead of going this way, I'm going to go that way.
Okay, you do whatever. You do whatever is best for you. What's the matter?
It's getting...
There you go. You got it. Your string was just caught up in the back. So while she's doing that, let me open this up. You can see that. See our little our little thingy? Looks so cute. The little fin.
Just tell Mommy to get Liam to watch.
Yeah, he's not feeling good though.
Well, yeah. I sewed off of it this time.
Good, good. So while she's doing that, I'm going to attach...
How's it look?
Good. I'll bring you over here to me. I'm going to attach this to this. Now I just have to think about what I'm doing here to make sure I get the correct sides together. So you want to put the right side to the wrong side, I believe. Let me see.
The right side to the wrong.
The right side. Then when you open it up like this, it'll be wrong, and then you fold it down. Let me look at the tutorial. Yep. So yes, this is what you want to do. I'm going to open up my seam so there's less bulk in one area, and I'm going to match the seam right here. I have to share the pins. There will be no opening. You'll sew completely around on this one. Am I doing this wrong? Hold on. I am doing this wrong. This piece should be inside out. I knew that was wrong. There we go. It didn't look right to me. Okay, so still flatten those up. Just watch your corner doesn't go down in, okay? Mm-hmm. Very good, it didn't. Is this supposed to be for Liam? It looks small. Well, that's what you get for letting your kid grow. No, kidding.
This is the one for the dolls.
Yeah, this is for him to put his like little gecko in, or a stuffed animal or something.
I am supposed to sew this part, right? Just not this part.
Right.
Okay, just checking. Make sure I'm not sewing the wrong thing.
I pin on this, match the seams on the one side, and I'm coming around and doing the other side. That way, if something doesn't fit exact and we need to do a little stretching, we can. But yeah, this is the I guess you could say the dolly version.
I said that he's probably gonna put his gecko in it.
Yeah, that's what we figure.
Since it's his favorite toy.
Okay.
How's that look? I think that's pretty good.
Oh, she did an excellent job.
And I didn't make it thick like right here.
That's okay. So she's going to go ahead now and sew completely around here.
How do?
Well, you can do it one of two ways.
Tell me one of the 2 ways.
This way you can lay it like this with it open, or I can take this off.
I'm going to do it this way.
And let me move all this out. And slide it through here.
I think that it'll be easier to do.
It probably for you will be easier that way.
So. I need to put these strings back.
So while she's doing that, I'm trimming this up a little bit and cutting all this stuff off. And that gets turned inside right. You figured it, but you were checking. Well, it's always good to know. I guess you didn't see my big mess up.
What do you mean your big mess up?
I had to go cut a new piece. All right, very gently, I'm poking this with the scissors. If you have like a stick, or this will probably work because it's won't poke through. So I'm just using this pen. See how it kind of tapers up a little? So. yeah, I meant to tell you to watch for that. Okay. So yes, there we have it.
Yes, you did forget to tell me. So now,
when you get back around, I'll go back and get it because I'm gonna.
When I go around.
When you get all the way back to the beginning, let me know because what I'm gonna do on this step. I'm gonna do this next step.
I need help. I keep getting stuck over here.
Here. Yes. All right, she'll be right back. We had somebody stop by with something and she's running out with her sister to say hello. Shh, shh, shh. Okay. Yeah, a little hard here because of the bump. Okay, we're almost back around to the beginning. And you can lengthen your stitch length here. I mean, I've been keeping it lengthened. Now let's see where she missed. So this is what you want to be careful about. You want to make sure you sew through all the layers. So I'm just going to go back in and fix that part for her. She got quite a bit of it that way, but that's okay. She's learning, you know? Give her credit for trying as much as she's tried. All right, let's make sure. Yep, she got it all the way around. We have scissors to trim. You hear my garage door squeaking, maybe.
And on the inside has stencils.
Okay, hold on. Somebody brought them some gifts. They're excited. Okay, so let's turn this inside out that way. And there.
Doctor Who poster.
Mm-hmm. How adorable is that? So, yeah, she did do a very good job, Candy. So now that I have this done, now you could leave it like it is. You could sew it so that the feet can go all the way down and walk. And then, or you could do what I'm going to do. What the hell, well, are you seeing that okay? Looks like it from my computer. I'm going to put some, let me put this back on. I'm going to put some design stitches. Well, actually, I'm going to do, no, I need to do this part. This is the part I was talking about. I'm going to put some, just fancy little stitches. Like, one of them I did like little stars, another one I did little wiggles. For this one in particular, I'm just going to do a straight line, just for time's sake, because it does take a little bit longer. Put it in the middle. This one does just take a little bit longer if you're doing fancy stitches, so I'm going to just sew a straight stitch, or I could have done a zigzag. It really doesn't matter. And sew right off the edge. A little back, whoops. Yeah, a little back stitch. Well, it's stitching in place. And then I'll probably give like a little stitch down here. I want to do that on the other side. Make sure it's out the way that I want it. Okay, and then I'll probably just do maybe one more stitch right here and one more here. About the center. And I'm not going straight down, I'm just going to kind of right to about here. I'll show you in a second. Do this side and try and keep it even. And your next step will be up in 1 second.
Can you have a do? Are we making the big one on here too? Okay. I was wondering because when we're done, I'm gonna make 9.
Okay. Well, you could go do that now if you want.
I didn't know if there's anything else I could help with.
Yeah, we're gonna sew it closed and then we're done.
Okay. Well, when you do that part.
Okay, well I'm about to. After I cut these strings. And I'm going to try and get it about the same on this side without drawing lines on it. Okay. And there you have it. See how it has the lines in it? How cute that is? Scissors. Let me cut all these strings off and it'll look much nicer. You want to get like a little toy to put in here so when it's done,
yeah,
we can show it. And the next time I see making this for Liam, that's fine. Okay. The next time I see Liam, I will have a picture of him in this, but he is sick, so I won't be seeing him probably for a couple days. Poor little baby's got a couple bugs going on. We have like 3 viruses, and it seems like he got the combination of them all. And I love him dearly, but they can keep it at their house.
And I'm not going home until they're feeling better, because I do not want to get sick.
No.
I say Madison got him sick.
No.
Madison was the first one sick.
You were, remember? Coughing?
No.
Yeah.
That was Annalie.
No, that was you, way back. You had to take that antibiotic, remember?
That was a long time
How soon
ago.
we forget. Wasn't that long ago? Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we are going to attach this to this. And the way that we want to do that is we want to put this back inside out. So we have the out facing out. We're going to take the tail and put it inside. So we want the 2 would have been open spot, but we didn't sew along there. And like I said, you could have left that open and just sewed around, but I like the design on it. So we're going to kind of fold this up and stick it down in here. And then open this back up. Yes, you were. Were what, Jennifer?
Sick. But,
oh, yeah, sick.
But
yes, she was.
When I went to the doctors, they said that it was not contagious.
Okay. They don't know, always. They can just guess. And you don't have to worry about opening these. You guys, I know, I keep, when I'm not sewing, peeking in on the giraffe. I was like, what am I going to do if the giraffe has her baby? Like, all right, everybody, we have to stop. So, and then I'm just going to, for Emma, I'm going to pin it closed. If it were me, I wouldn't, but we're just going to sew a straight stitch along here. Remember, Emma, make sure you get all this together.
Okay, I will. Do you want me to sew off of it?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Or, you know, or very at the edge. See, with this, you could sew onto here. She could just sew onto that because that really honestly does not matter.
So sew off of it or sew onto there?
Yeah, sew onto there, off of it, whichever.
Okay. I'll just sew
The only thing I'm making sure is this corner because you want to make sure you get all the layers. So I'm just going to put a pin down lower so she doesn't have to worry about starting with a pin. So there it is pinned. And we're going to give this to Emma to sew while I go back over here.
Got the pedal where I want.
Okay.
So about right there.
Check the speed because I changed it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And I did not see that there.
I told you check speed.
I forgot to do that.
Oh, I forgot to change the seam allowance, but that's okay. It won't really hurt.
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
I just sewed off of it.
Okay.
And now turn it the right side.
Hold on, you gotta cut the strings.
Oh, yeah.
All right, got all up in it. I'm gonna slide you back since we're done. And we're going to bring that up. Try to get them in the pile over here. Those are okay. They're not.
I have to flip it the right way.
Hold on. Well, let me just cut these again then. Or a little bit more. Just there you go.
That's what I was gonna do.
I know. Okay, Emma's going to turn it inside right.
Inside right.
Or out. Yeah, the right side out. What do you think? How adorable is that?
Does this look like a shark?
And I love the patterns because it's got little fishies all over it. I mean, I could have went with the fish color, but I didn't. Okay.
Put the doll in.
Let's put her in there.
This is what it looks like with the doll. With the
Little
doll.
dolly. We don't have Gecko here, or we would put Gecko in it.
But we got Snow White, so we put Snow White in it.
Yeah, Snow White's going in there. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Who would not want this? They have adult size ones that you can make also.
Hold on.
Oh, you're going to put it that way?
And then...
See what she's done? These out of the way. But, I mean, seriously, if you just lay in there watching TV...
It's actually very comfy.
Yeah, they're very comfy.
Especially that material.
Yes, the fleece. Sitting there, watching TV, you can flap your little fin, kick your feet up and down.
That's what I do with mine. That's what I did with mine.
Mhm.
I flap my feet like a mermaid.
Yep. So, as a reminder...
Do you want me to turn this off? Or are you doing the big one?
I'll probably go ahead and make the big one. But as a reminder, we want to share the page if you haven't done so. And so we can reach our first 50 and we can have our giveaway. I really want it to be a spring wreath, not a summer wreath. So maybe next week we'll work on that. I did finally get the stuff to make it, so maybe we will do it next week. Let me up a little bit higher. Just wanted you to have this in view. Candy wants one too. I know, I want one. So does Jennifer. I haven't made it for any of us, actually. The kids are the only ones that have gotten it, and now finally Liam. Share if you haven't shared, so you can be entered in our drawing. It'll be a random one, a random winner of somebody who actually follows the page. So you can't just like the video, you have to actually like the page. On Facebook, because I will load this up to YouTube, but you have to come to our Facebook page and like like us there and follow us there. Not, like I said, not just the video. What else, Emma? Anything else I'm not telling?
I don't think so.
Emma would like to make an upside down pineapple cake, and it will be a paleo cake.
Or I want to make a funnel cake in the air fryer.
What's beeping?
Because I hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, she wants to make a funnel cake in the air fryer? Oh, okay. So we'll have to think. We'll have to think about what we're going to make this week. I don't know. Well, this was fun. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Yeah, just adorable. I can't wait. I can't wait for Liam to get his and see him in it. So, being eaten up by a shark. So, and there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember what. But like I said, we have everything that we need now to make our spring wreaths, so we're going to go ahead and do that. The one I was going to make, I have to change it a little bit, I think, because what I got wasn't exactly what I wanted. But I mean, it's still going to come out pretty much the same. So, all right, well, that's it. Thanks for joining us. Bye.